What's good, YouTube? What's good, everybody? So everybody and their grandmama heard the news, right, about Steve Nash getting fired. Oh boy, these Nets are these Nets be on the news for the wrong reason sometimes. Like it's not even funny. And he had a 97. I think he had a 97-64 record, and he had a 79 playoff record, which was very interesting. I mean, he got fired. I mean, I say, he wasn't the problem, you know. I mean, obviously, head coaches are going to be the scapegoats of them being fired, whether they're not, you know, doing their job or they lost the locker room or the players are not buying to what he's doing, you know. Because when he was a player, Mike D'Antoni was his head coach, him, Sean Marion, Stoudemire, and they was running the 60 seconds or less offense, which was a high pace, volume type of offense. And he had very success with that offense. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, it's this has Kyrie and KD's handwriting all over it. And I don't think players have power. I don't think players have power. I really don't. I just think, I just think, that maybe they may have to say, but I don't think they have power over a team. But the reason why I say that is because I think Kyrie and KD are taking the Nets for granted. You know, they both wanted to come here. They could have chosen them. They could have chose my Knicks, but they chose Brooklyn. You know, they chose Brooklyn, and it blew up in their face. It blew up in their face. So I just think, it's sad, that he had to go out like that. But it is what it is. And now they're saying that they want to go after Odoko. Like he wouldn't be available anyways. He's suspended. He's suspended for 1 year. So how the hell they gonna get him if he's suspended? So that don't make any sense at all. And before all this, they could have avoided this by picking the right head coach. By picking the right head coach. My mom closed the light on me. But anyways, I picked by picking the right head coach. They could have avoided all this. picking the right head coach. They could have avoided all this. You know, I'm in the dark because I'm right next to the door, to the garage door. So my mom turned the light off on me, but it's cool. Um, but anyways, but yeah, man, like the Nets could have avoided all this, you know, um, by picking the right head coach. You know, I'm not saying that Steve Nash isn't a bad head coach. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another coaching job as an assistant. Because if you look at all the great head coaches, they started somewhere, right? Like, I mean, you look at Popovich. You know, he started off as an assistant head coach, worked his way up. You know, you look at Eric Spoelstra. You know, he started in the bottom as a um, video editor. You know, he worked his way up. So you have to work your way up somewhere. You know, and I think Steve Nash is going to be one good head coach in the NFL. I mean, I said NFL, in the NBA. But you know, when you have two super egos in Kyrie and KD, they don't mesh. You see it on the floor. They don't mesh. Now they are facing the Bulls tonight, and they're up. I think they're up like 67 to like 50 something. But you know what? F it. This has Kyrie and KD's handwritten all over it. I can't stand the Nets. I really can't. They're a bunch of bandwagon morons. This is gonna blow up in their faces. They're just undecisive about everything. You know, this is why they'll never win a championship. But you know what? They're constantly getting talked about. Why? They getting talked about for the wrong reasons. It's like when you turn on ESPN or whatever you watch, you never hear anything good about the Nets. Nothing. Oh, Ben Simmons got more fouls than points. Woke, what I call him, woke Kyrie is speaking his philosophy, his his rants. You know, Kevin Durant don't know like Kevin Durant don't know what he wants. Do he wants to get on another team? Does he want to come back? Obviously, he came back because nobody picked up the phone for his goofy, nappy ass, you know? And I'm only attacking these players as players, not a person. Pretty sure all of them are pretty good people outside of basketball. I'm just attacking their basketball preference because that's what they're are known for, playing basketball. Um, but all three of them wasn't a good fit at all. You know, a lot of people say, well, Philly won the trade. Philly could have won the trade. We'll see it down the road, you know, around March, you know. But for right now, Philly is getting back to their old self. In Brooklyn, they might probably pick up this win tonight. Because the Bulls acting like they don't want it. So, um, it's just sad, man. It's just sad. I mean, I get if they were like 0-6, 0-7, but they're 5-2. Like, I mean, you can't tell me you can't muster up 4 good wins, 5 good wins. I mean, you have to fire him mid-season. So, I mean, like I said, man, this has Kyrie and KD's hands written all over it. You know, like I want to focus on management, but I don't. Their management is so bad. It's not even funny. I mean, they're not good on defense, even though they hustle on defense. They're not good at defense. They're supposed to have Ben Simmons, who's their liability on defense. Claxton, I don't. Maybe he could have. Maybe he should have kept the dreads. I don't know. He's been out of sync. I really don't. I can care less. I can care less. This team is an abomination. We really deserve better in New York. You know, we really do. Because how you go this long without winning anything? Anything. Hell, the damn Eagles won a championship before y'all. Georgia Bulldogs won a championship before y'all. I mean, when y'all had James Harden, that was y'all best opportunity to win. The Nets should have won the bubble championship instead of the Lakers. Well, it should have been the Lakers and the Nets in the bubble, but obviously that would have been too obvious, right? Like it got to a point where they was like advertising it everywhere. Nets Lakers everywhere. And now obviously a lot of people were buying into it like retarded. I mean, not retarded, but they were buying into it like they always do. But it turned out to be the Lakers and the Heat in the finals. Even though the Heat gave the Lakers everything that they could throw at them, the Lakers was just too deep. I'm not gonna say the better team won, but the Lakers was just too deep in every position. They had a lot of depth, and that's what you need in the finals. I mean, look at the past 50, not 50. Look at the past 20 champions. They all had depth. The '04 Pistons, the '01 Lakers, Cavs, the Golden State Warriors 4 times, Toronto. They all had depth. So the team with the most depth wins the game. Sometimes. I mean, hell, look at Boston. Boston had the deepest depth in the Eastern Conference, and they lost against the Warriors. Because I think that was Jalen and Tatum first NBA appearance. I think Alford been in there twice or once, if I'm not mistaken. So that was everybody's first appearance and experience in the big game, except for Halford. So, I mean, but the money line was crazy. But anyways, man, I mean, Steve Nash is going to bounce back. He's probably going to be in another team doing it the right way, being an assistant head coach and working his way up. And eventually one day he'll be a pretty good head coach. But Kyrie and KD don't know what they're doing. I mean, hell, look at the Jazz. The Jazz have no stars. They literally traded their best 2 stars away. And a lot of people thinking, oh, they was going to tank. They was going to go 0-7 to start the season. Look at them. Look at them. They have a damn better record than the Nets right now. And that's doing it with no stars. They have no stars on that team whatsoever. Explain that. But anyways, man, I mean, hell, even my Knicks are doing better. Even though they lost last night, I know. I mean, but they're still a better team overall. They just have 2 knuckleheads, and shout out to NBA TNT, Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, Ernie. But yeah, man, it's just sad, you know. It's just sad. But anyways, man, that's the business. If you can't win games, if you can't, rally the troops, they're gonna find your replacement. You know. But like I said, man, all this could have been avoided if Kyrie, no, if Nets. I'm not gonna put this on Kyrie and KD because I don't think they run the Nets. Most people do think they run it, but they don't run nothing. But I think management should have done a better job of handling the coaching vacancy. I mean, you have plethora of good candidates, but you chose Steve Nash. So we'll see how it goes. Can't wait till we face Brooklyn. I think it's gonna be around November. Uh, but yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.